I'm talking to Leon Eisen, who is the CEO of Oxitone. He's in Israel at the moment, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his background and his products and services, which are very important in the fight against coronavirus. So, Leon, tell me about how you got into healthcare. I believe it, I understand from what you said earlier that it was an accident with your father.
Yeah, right. David, first of all, thank you for invitation to this conversation. I appreciate it very much. All these started 10 years ago when my father just collapsed on the street in 3 hours after discharge from the hospital. I called his physician and he didn't have any information about what happened. So it was very frustrating moment for me. And I spent 20 years on developing medical devices. I have PhD in physics from Weizmann Institute of Science in Israel. And I was involved in development of very unique and totally new inventions in medical field. So having all knowledge and capabilities in my hands, I decided to establish the new startup, specifically dedicated for medical grade devices, medical wearables. All of the world was busy with wellness. And we decided that it's very important to take all these devices from the shelf at the hospital and put on patient wrist, so high-risk patients could continue their medical grade care at home. And by the way, it's about 15% of all chronic disease patients are high-risk patients and need continuous care at home.
Yes.
For 10 years, yeah.
So yeah,
for 10 years, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
No, I think this is you touched on a very important point that with the demand with coronavirus at the moment, so many people need to be cared out of a hospital environment, particularly those at high risk in care homes, people who've got pre-existing medical conditions like COPD, cystic fibrosis, etc. The Oxitone product range lends itself very well to supporting those kinds of patients.
Exactly, and it happened that all our platform was developed specifically for patients with fibrosis. And as we know, fibrosis is caused by COVID-19, and we were working with COPD patients that having the same symptoms. And this allows us, without any adaptation of technology, immediately apply. So demand of our product is growing because one of the main vital signs we measure continuously and prolonged time is blood oxygen saturation and pulse rate. This is medical grade device. This is not any wellness device. The same accuracy like any hospital devices. So in our case, patient with COVID could be monitoring 24/7. And as you know, deterioration happens very quickly. And blood oxygen saturation is the most important parameter to catch up with deterioration in real time.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is what we're doing. Yeah.
Absolutely. And the situation of that hospital in Jerusalem, you were saying earlier on that you've got a hospital that's in lockdown. That must have been quite a challenging operation for you.
Yeah, it's very challenging. First of all, for example, recently we deployed the product in one of the nursing homes in Jerusalem. It was very challenging job because people, patients, elderly patients, 80, 90 years old, and all the staff are locked in the building. Nobody can get out, nobody can get in. And so it was totally closed. And it's the first time when data start to flow from locked building in real time. So a nurse in her safety of her office outside of the of this building could monitor all these patients in real time. That's amazing. So actually our technology allows to monitor 1,000 patients locked in one building having COVID-19 to get monitored 24/7 from safety of office of clinician.
Okay, Leon. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me today. I look forward to seeing you as a panelist tomorrow in the virtual conference, and I wish you every success in your fight and your product's fight against this terrible coronavirus situation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, David.